Joe Rogan reckons Conor McGregor can become the first fighter to successfully return from a horrific leg break, although he has major concerns ahead of the Irishman's comeback. The Notorious snapped his left shin in his trilogy fight with Dustin Poirier in July 2021 but is ready to return to the octagon next year after a painstaking and gruelling rehab. Former middleweight champions Anderson Silva and Weidman also suffered the same gruesome injury but were shadows of their former selves in their comeback bouts. But Rogan believes McGregor's comeback could be aided by Father Time, which wasn't on the side of Silva and Weidman when they made their respective returns. The UFC commentator said during a recent episode of his Joe Rogan Experience podcast, if it wasn't for his leg snap, he's still in the prime of his career. But that leg snap is a real problem. I mean, if he does, he'll be the first. And if anybody does, maybe he can do it. If anybody can do it, maybe it's him because he snapped his leg in the prime of his career. Anderson was a little older. I believe he was 36 or 37 when he snapped his leg. Weidman was a little older. As much as Rogan believes McGregor could break the mold, he admits the UFC's poster will be the most vulnerable he's ever been when he next sets foot inside the octagon. The 56-year-old added, "It's a hard one to come back from. Nobody really comes back from that one. You have to have plates, and also, you've got to think the differences. You're kicking. You're taking kicks. Guys are going to kick you in that shin for sure. They're going to kick you in your calf. You'll have nerve damage, all the above. I don't know the extent of how much damage was done. But it's been 2 years. McGregor's millions in the bank also have Rogan wondering about his eagerness to compete with the best the light and welterweight divisions have to offer. He said, it's that famous Marvin Hagler quote. It's hard to get out of bed and run in the cold when you're sleeping in silk sheets. When you're the champ and you're rich as FK like he is, he doesn't have to do nothing forever. He's got generational wealth, but he's still in the prime of his athletic career. McGregor, 35, is set to be welcomed back to the octagon by fellow fan favorite and former Bellator lightweight champion Michael Chandler. Their clash was announced back in February but has been delayed by McGregor's absence from the USADA drug testing pool. And UFC President Dana White recently revealed the former two-division champion will be back in action early next year. He told Piers Morgan, he is back in the gym. He's training. And, yeah, I expect to see Conor fighting next year. Despite the delay in finalizing the fight, White is adamant McGregor and Chandler will eventually lock horns. During an appearance on Crane Company, he said, to not do that fight will be ridiculous. We're working on it. I'm hoping we can do it early next year.